The president of the Liberal Democrats in Britain says the party should kill legislation which will allow a security agency to monitor all email and internet traffic unless the proposed law is watered down. While acknowledging the government's assertion that some changes are required to tackle organised crime and terrorism, Tim Farron says universal access is not needed. And the government is facing more opposition from a different source, the hacktivist group Anonymous. Europe correspondent Philip Williams reports.
When the UK government's plans were made public to allow security agencies unfettered access to all email, phone, Twitter and other social media contacts for every person in the country, there was outrage. Civil libertarian groups described it as an unwarranted intrusion, Big Brother at its worst. But the UK government's junior coalition partner, the Liberal Democrats, weren't saying much until now.
Well, it's important to be reasonable and look at the draft legislation as it now will be, not an outright bill, and see what it says and look at it on its merits. But I have to say I'm in no mood whatsoever to kind of apologise for or to amend or unpick authoritarian legislation.
And that puts the Deputy Prime Minister and Liberal Democrat leader in the Parliament, Nick Clegg, in an awkward position, having to display unity within the government without betraying the principles his party members demand.
There must be absolutely no question of universal internet surveillance across this country.
And it's not just the government accused of electronic interference in others' lives. The UK's powerful Home Office website was shut down, an attack attributed to the Anonymous group. The whole website was paralysed for a few hours on Saturday. Anonymous sources say the attacks will continue every Saturday from now on.
People rely on a site like that for information, particularly for things like community safety. It's important that people realise there's no advantage in going and trying to block sites.
This battle is between the people, us, Anonymous, and those who are in power. If you care at all about this stuff, then you are Anonymous.
Anonymous is a loosely organised network of disaffected computer users. The Vatican and MasterCard are two other sites they've hit in the past. The reason given in Twitter messages for attacking the Home Office site was to protest against the high-profile extradition of UK citizens to the US. One man for alleged hacking, another accused of copyright infringement. Another message said it was the result of the government's surveillance plans.
I don't think it's very helpful, and I think if you've got grievances with government policy, then you should raise it in the usual way. I think we can't have a situation where you've got people hacking willy-nilly different government websites.
This latest attack may have been effective, but it wasn't sophisticated.
They haven't broken into the website. All they've done is flooded the website with traffic so that it's unavailable for legitimate or real requests. You can do this by getting a bunch of your mates together and just saying, let's click like crazy, or you can rent compromised computers, botnets as we call them. So there are millions of compromised computers that have some little bit of virus or malware on them, and you can rent them by the hour. It's really easy and cheap.
Like every country, the UK government is playing legal and technological catch-up with a digital world that waits for no one. Getting the balance right won't be easy. Philip Williams, Lateline.